if we are to have any semblance of order in this country. Do this!
Peace, unity, and welcome my conscious and unconscious family and friends. This is the all-new Village Community Podcast, and I am truly your host of the show, JC, aka Afro Black, dropping nothing but the raw and uncut, without any fear, as I use my mic as a spear to chuck you with liberated truth. I am your host and your native soldier in the struggle. My purpose and mission for this show is first to enlighten, inform, and engage. And I want to engage with all who claim to know the truth. All truth seekers and my native family, I welcome you. This show is dedicated to all our indigenous native ancestors and to all those who've carried the mantle of truth, and to every person with the ability to throw off the chains of comfortable habit and unwarranted assumption and move in a new, liberated direction that is guided by truth and observational evidence, no matter where that direction may lead you. My main objective and purpose here is freedom, mind, soul, and spirit. That being said, welcome to Village Community Podcast, and much love from our great universal goddess and mother of all, living here and above.
DC in the house.
With your host, JC, aka Afro Black. The spear chucker that shut down you sucker. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is girl Shot Blast and I'm back in the building. Ah. Hey. Hey.
Now come on. Like that, be like that.
Hey.
Ready to fight back, ready to fight back.
Hey.
But they don't like that, no, they don't like that. The power be in my people and power strike back. Yeah. No, they lied and they cheated. Saw the truth, we believe it. If the crook was a cook, we never look, we just see it. They got us like paraplegic, frozen, stiff and depleted. Body back by the waist, our history we repeat it. Yeah, they don't like the Kennedys, we all public enemies. The progress satanic, tapping into our energies. They were super sober, call themselves black and noble. Their position is global, so my transition is vocal. It all start with the churches, killer bees be the workers. Missionaries, they carry the wickedness to usurpers. You know they hate us and bait us, then they miseducate us. Religions intimidate us, so we worship and invade us. They agree to embed it, bloodline is pathetic. Loyalty to the royalty, second cousins of wedding. Guillotines to behead them, as the queen has said it. Elohim's the legend, awaken sisters and brethren. I know you like that, yeah, we like that. Ready to fight back, ready to fight back. But they don't like that, no, they don't like that. The power be in my people and power strike back. Freedom, freedom,
With your host,
freedom, freedom.
This is how we ride and roll. Soldier for life for sure.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
Hey, let me take off the headset today. This is JC, aka Afro Black, and I am here with you at the Village Round Table Talk. This is another indigenous, delicious Sunday for me to share nothing but indigenous truth for my Niji family, those who out there who are conscious and serious about knowing truth, who want to know the raw and uncut. Do you feel me? I'm so used to wearing my headset, I want to put it back on. But, I'm just happy to be here, people. I'm happy to be here, family, to share nothing but the raw and uncut with my people. Feel me? So today, it's another continuation. A continuation of what? A continuation of the subject matter that I was talking about the week before last. What was that subject matter? I'm finna quote it right now. American Indian Matriarchy and Religion. American Indian Matriarchy and Religion. This is what I'm going to talk about. It's a subject matter that you just can't talk about in one session. Not if you want people to understand what's going on. Do you feel me? And so today I'm going to tackle it from the perspective, since I like I just said, this is a subject matter that can go on and on and on. And so I'm going to have to chop it up into pieces. Do you feel me? For you to see the bigger picture of what I really want you to see and comprehend. Do you feel me? That our people originally, before European contact, before Europeans came over here and influenced us to step into their religion, before they oppressed our ancestors and forced our ancestors to practice their way of believing a faith. Do you feel me? Our people had their own ceremonies, their own God, their own rituals, their own healing sessions, their own way of keep restoring themselves so they can feel complete and in oneness with the Creator. Do you feel me? And I want to talk about that. So I finalized that I want to talk about it from the perspective of what, who, and why. What did our people worship? Well, I'm going to tell you this much. Just like Christians hold on to their crosses as a means of connection to their God, our people saw the sun as the image and metaphor of the Creator. So I'm going to show that to you. And then the next time I'm online, I'm going to touch with, hopefully I can get all the sun things. We'll talk about the sun image the week before last, but it's a continuation. I got some more information I want to share that I didn't get a chance to share last week. Matter of fact, timer on. So I'm going to show some more history, some more information that our people recognize the sun as the image of the great Creator, as the image of Wakanda, as the image of the Great Spirit. The sun was that metaphor, was that image, just like the cross is to the Christian. The sun was the image of the Creator. And you got to realize, as many of us know already, our people saw the physical and the spiritual connected to one another. So the sun was the physical manifestation of the Creator of Wakanda, of the Great Spirit. And how did they make that connection? Just as well as the sun gives life to the earth, causes vegetation to grow, feeds us when we go out into the sun. We get the vitamins that we need from the sun, feeds our melanin. Animals too, as well as fruits and vegetables, they get that melanin fed as well. Well, they saw that the same way as how the Creator brings life through the woman, brings life through animals, brings life when vegetation grows. So there was a connection there. So I got some things I want to show you, but before I show you some history, some books, some information, things that I researched. Matter of fact, let me give you an example of some of the stuff that I researched. Well, I ain't gonna show you that example. I'm gonna show you. There's a video I want you to check out. I got a video, and it's just brief and short. It's only for about 5 minutes, because I got more information I want to show you and read from, and I'm gonna show you the books I got this information from. I'm gonna quote some of the books that I got the information from as well. But I got some videos I want to show you. A video that I want to show you. And this video expresses that prior to the rise of Christendom, prior to the rise of male religion, and I say male religion because many people don't pay no pit. We take it for granted that at one time these male religions did not exist. There was no Christendom, there was no Islam, there was no Hinduism and Buddhism. At one time, there was none of these male-dominated religions. At one time, the Creator was honored and worshipped from the feminine divine, from the female perspective. And so I have a very short video the video is not short, but I only want to show about 5 minutes of it because I got too much information I want to show. So I'm going to show this video right quick. And after this video, I shall continue with some information. So here we go. Let me show you this video right quick.
Most are familiar with the idea that people in ancient times worshipped the sun, but few understand just how many did, nor the incredible number of sites they aligned to it all over the world. More importantly, few understand why. The sun was used as the greatest symbol of the divine across the ancient world for thousands of years. And there is a profound reason which we've pieced together from ancient texts and traditions. It's not to do with growing crops, though this was important to people then, as it is now. It has to do with deep truths about nature, the universe, and creation. It has to do with a different way of perceiving the world, one which most pay little attention to. It's about who we are, where we come from, and ultimately, why we're here. Many of the great civilizations of the ancient world venerated the sun, such as the Hittites, Assyrians, Phoenicians, Egyptians, Japanese, Chinese, Khmer, Persians, and Sumerians. The most famous civilizations of the Americas, like the Olmec, Maya, Aztec, and Inca of Central and South America, and numerous peoples of North America, including the Anasazi, Hopi, Zuni, mound and megalith builders, likewise worshipped it as their supreme divinity. The ancient civilizations of Europe, such as the Cucuteni Tripilia, the megalith builders and Minoans, all held it in the highest regard, as did the Sami of Fennoscandia. Those in the Indo-European tradition, like the Vedic civilization of India, the Scythians, Thracians, Armenians, Greeks, the Celts and Druids, Germanic, Nordic and Slavic people all worship the sun. Ancient sun worship is also found across the islands of the world, such as on Easter Island, the Canary Islands and New Zealand. Even the legendary civilizations of Atlantis, Hyperborea and Shambhala were said to be inhabited by those who worshipped the sun. The Romans too venerated the supreme sun until it was replaced by another, less obvious form of sun worship. After years of research, my husband and I came to discover that these traditions stem from a once great ancient religion of the sun that dawned far back in the depths of prehistory, possibly tens of thousands of years ago, and spread out across the world. Yet sun worship has often been seen as little more than the instinctive impulse of primitive people to make gods out of those things necessary to their survival. However, those who venerated it built the greatest ancient civilizations and the most advanced and enigmatic sacred sites on the planet, all of which are aligned to the sun. Like the Great Pyramids and Sphinx, Stonehenge, the statues of Easter Island, Newgrange, Glastonbury Tor, Chaco Canyon, Teotihuacan, Machu Picchu, Menadra, the Ziggurat of Ur, Angkor Wat, Nebelivka Temple, Arcane, and the list goes on and on and on. They built astronomically aligned cities, temples, pyramids, mounds, dolmens, statues, and standing stones in almost every part of the world. But the question is, why? Looking more deeply, we found a far more profound explanation for the worship of the sun. Ancient people knew that the sun had a spiritual side, which manifests as the material sun we see in the sky, and that as well as being the material source of creation, it was also the spiritual source. On a material level, to anyone who observes the cycles of nature, it becomes clear that the sun is the greatest source of light and life. Without it, nothing could exist. It is a star, just one of countless number, but the one we share our closest relationship with. It is what feeds and nourishes all life on our planet and is our sustainer. It is also our creator. Current scientific theory states that at the dawn of the universe, from a fiery burst of light, came the building blocks of life. These atomic particles first coalesced to form stars, and from these stars, almost all elements were created, which they continually eject into space, becoming planets, worlds, and life forms. We and everything around us are literally made of the stuff of stars. It too is a great destroyer, eventually pulling all things back into itself to be consumed and remade in another great cycle of life. Truly, the sun and stars are king of creation.
All right, people. You heard it. You heard it. You saw what I wanted you to see. And if you notice, she dropped some knowledge there. She dropped some real knowledge there. She dropped some knowledge in the form of history. Let me let y'all see who I am. Let me go back to that. If you paid attention to the video, people, you notice that she gave history to the veneration of the sun. The only thing I didn't agree with is her blanketing all the cultures as sun worshipers. When I know for a fact, due to the history, due to the research that I've done, the sun was only a metaphor. It was only a metaphor. The sun was not literally worshipped. I mean, well, at least not here in America. It was a metaphor. But who they worship was the feminine divine, the source that creates all that we see and don't see, the cosmos, the earth, the animals, everything we see. No different than what many people do today from the masculine perspective. Okay. Let me change my tunes too. You know, I need something a little bit more laid back. Let me see something like how about how about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So again, people, the sun was venerated because of its spiritual and physical attributes and aspects. You know, the fact that the sun gives life. If the sun burnt out right now, everyone on this planet would die. Everything on this planet would die. It would be a barren planet. So the sun was the physical manifestation of the creator, Wakanda. So let me also show some other information that I wanted to share with everybody. Let me move this out the way. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me show this right here. I got some more information I want to show my peoples here. So let me pull this up right quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go, right there. Now this book is taken from, let me see, let's read the title of this book right quick. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me make it smaller. It's called The Mound Builders by Edgar Cayce's Forgotten Records of Ancient America. Again, Mound Builders. Edgar Cayce's Forgotten Record of Ancient America. Okay? Let me make it back bigger right quick. All right. Now, I got a couple of paragraphs I want to read. Okay? So let me start right here. Let me turn this down some more. Okay. Okay, let me start right down here. Let me make this closer. All right, even closer. You know, my eyes are bad. You know, I'm getting older. My eyes are getting bad. Do you feel me, people? Okay, let me start right here. All right, the Mississippian era began, right here, the second paragraph. The Mississippian era began as early as 300 AD and continued to about 1600 AD. It reached its pinnacle in 1400, and amazingly, a few reliable accounts of these mound builders exist. From these accounts, it is known that the Mississippians were sun worshipers. Did you hear me, people? Again, from these accounts, it is known that the Mississippians were sun worshipers and absolutely ruled and had absolute rulers who lived atop the mounds dominating their cities. So did you hear me, people? Now again, you cannot take what you're reading for verbatim. I'm saying that because Europeans did not comprehend nor understand our ancestors, just like they don't understand today. They don't comprehend today. Many people cannot comprehend no further than their own experiences. So you got to realize these people trying to compare what our ancestors were doing to their religion, to what they knew, to what they understood as religion. Do you feel me? As well as the many other aspects of their misunderstanding according to their lives as Europeans. Do you feel me? So let me go on over here to the next one I want to show you right quick. Okay. Let me start right here. I believe. Let me go make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, 6:30. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. All right. I'm going to. I was 139. Okay, 127. 127. Okay, I believe it's about right here. So I'm gonna start right here. Make sure everybody's seeing what I'm at. Everybody can see where I'm at. Okay, so I'm gonna start this paragraph right here. In recent years, excuse me. Right, where was it at? All right, here we go, right here. Atop the most important temple mound, at each site, sacred fires were burning at all times. Religious, political, and day-to-day life was centered on the great mounds. The ruling chiefs was sometimes called the Great Sun and was revered as a deity. The title was bestowed upon him based upon his lineage. The bones of the great chiefs were usually stored in temples atop the sacred mound and housed with multitude of artifacts. Now, mind you, let me also remind people, okay? Woodland Aborigines, which were separate from Plains Indians, many of the Woodland Aboriginal tribes, like the Cherokee, which my family were a part of, which were mound builders, as well as the Natchez, the Caddo, the Ojibwa, and many other tribes, the Chickasaw, the Chickahominy, they were matriarchal centered. So many of their chiefs were women. The people who ran the community were women. The shamans were women. I'm going to show that. Okay, I'm going to show that. And let me go. I mean, I got some more things I want to show you guys. This ain't the only thing. Let me see. Let me go above this right here. Let me see. The flat plaza at the top of the gigantic temple mound served as both the primary meeting place and as games, just as the Maya. That's why we know many of the tribes here were Mayan. Look, why? What did the Mayan? The Mayan did the same thing. The flat plaza, talking about where the mounds were at, the flat plaza at the bottom of the gigantic temple mound served as both the primary meeting place and as a game area, just as the Maya and later the Aztecs did. The Mississippians used the plaza to play several games where much more than pride was at stake. Basically, you know, and I let you know, our people were an extension from the Mayans, okay? The Mayans, where do you think they got game plan from? Just like the Mayans got it from the Olmecs. Our people got it from the Olmecs. And the Olmecs revered the sun as the creator as well. Now, why did things change? Oh, that's a whole nother story. So let me go on over here. I got something else I want to read. I got something else I want to share. Okay. So let me change this right quick. I got something I want to share. Okay. How about this right here? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me start right here. Mm-hmm. Zoom out a little bit. There you go. Right. That's much better. Much better. I'm going to start this paragraph right here. Now, this book right here that I'm reading from, let me go on down here so everybody can understand. This book is taken, it's a very old book as well. I believe it was written back in 1903. The book is titled The Idea of God held by North American Indians. Again, the title of the book is called The Idea of God Held by North American Indians by Latita Moon Kennard. Okay, book was written back in 1903. Okay, so let me get back over here where I want to read from. Okay, let me zap back down yonder. Okay, let me start at this paragraph right here. Bearing in mind that the Indians are vigorously polytheist. Now, the word polytheist means that they worship many gods, which is not true with all the tribes and with many of the tribes. They believed in only one great creator. They believed in many different, no different than Christians. No different than Christians, people, okay? You got Christians who believe in what? The almighty creator. But then they also believe in Jesus, and they believe in the Holy Ghost, and then they got angels. So the same thing with our ancestors, you feel me? The great creator. But they also had other deities, messengers, and things of that nature. So let me go on back over here and continue reading, okay? All righty. Bearing in mind that the Indians are very vigorous polytheist, okay? Don't pay no attention to that. We may study the characteristics of the chief of these many deities. He is sometimes figured in purely human form. The Californians, we are told, call their chief deity the great man or the old man above. See, now I want you to know that even the Californian Indians, many of them believed in the sun goddess. These Europeans patronized, I'm using the word patron. Why? Because patriarchal. I'm using that as a short for patriarchal. Patriarchal to everybody's religion. Anything they didn't understand, they tried to apply it to the way they believed, apply it to their concept of the way they see things. Keep that in mind, okay? Again, the Californians, we are told, call their chief god by such names as the great man, the old man above, etc. The Dakota term Wakanda, or the great mysterious, often used by missionaries to designate the supreme god, is applied also to the thunder god and probably to others. Among the Omaha, the Kansas, and the Ponkas, the word used for God is Wakanda, the mysterious or the powerful. But there are many beings addressed as Wakanda, such as the sun. Yeah, see, again, that's why I said even the sun was considered Wakanda. But are many beings addressed as Wakanda, such as the sun, the thunder power, the ground, and the upper world. And it is difficult to tell which is the greatest. But as you see what they said, it's difficult. They said to the Europeans, said it was difficult to them to understand who was the great one if all these deities exist. As I was saying, they didn't understand our ancestors and the way they prioritized or the way they organized their spiritual way of living. And the reason why is our ancestors did not trust Europeans. You think they disposed everything to Europeans? They didn't trust them. So they didn't tell them everything. They told them very little. Okay, let me go on down here to the next paragraph right here. The missionary Bernard wrote of the Delaware, I find that in ancient times before the coming of the white people, some supposed that there were 4 invisible powers who presided over 4 corners of the earth. Others imagined the sun to be the only deity. Did you hear that? Others imagined the sun to be the only deity and that all things were made by, he's saying by him. No, by her. I'm going to show you. I'm not done. I got some information. I got some stuff I ain't showed you yet. No, they did not see the deity as a male deity. This is a European concept, a European indoctrination, and a European assimilation. I personally believe Europeans at that time, and in many of them still today, they fear what they don't understand. They fear women. Okay? Again, they fear women for whatever reason. So let me go on down here. It said, others imagine the sun to be the only deity and that all things were made by not him, but her. A chief of the Indians of the Pontiac River said to the English in 1612. Okay, this is something that let me go on down here. This is what the chief said. We have 5 gods in all. Okay.
All our chief gods appear often unto us in the likeness of a mighty great hare. The other four have no visible shape, but are indeed the four winds which keep the four corners of the earth. This deity in the form of a great hare was a deity of light, whose house was towards the rising sun, whose house was towards the rising sun. Now, where do you think they got that from? Huh? The Mayans. The Mayans have a female deity, and her symbol is what? The rabbit, the hare. You hear what they say? They said their deity in the form of great hare was a deity of light, whose house was towards the rising sun. There you right there. How could they be worshiping a male god? What male god? And what I would love for somebody to show me right now. Somebody show me, anybody show me. What male god has a rabbit as an image? As an image for them, or as a metaphor. Huh? The only one I know is the Mayan goddess. Okay, so let me go on down some more. I got some more around here. I ain't done. Father Bernard says that the Canadian Indians, now these are all different tribes of Indians recognizing the sun. Father Bernard, I believe some of his letters are missing, says that the Canadian Indians among whom he labored, they believe in a God, so they say. This is what this Christian missionary is saying, okay? He says, they believe in a God, so they say, though they cannot call him by any name. Look what they're saying again. Him, he's a missionary. He's not going to recognize the female aspect of what these people believed in. He's not, because he's a patriarch. He believes in patriarchy. His religion is patriarchy. And he's a European. So he's gonna speak to their religion from his own concept, from his own ideology, and the way he sees things. So of course he's gonna say him no matter what. Again, here we go. They believe in a God, so they say, though they cannot call him, but really her, by any name except that of the sun. Do y'all see that? Huh? Right there. Huh? Do you see it? They can't call her anything except that of the sun. When the Jesuit asked the Indian priests about their rights, the priest replied that when they were in great need, he put on his sacred robe, turning towards the east, and said, "Our sun, our God, give us something to eat." And Omaha reports that when Indians traveled, they extend the mouthpiece of their pipe towards the sun. Did y'all catch that? Huh? Did you catch it, people? Did you see me read that? Did you follow me as I was? Do you want to know what book? Let me let y'all see what book I got this from, so you can go read it yourself. The Idea of God Held by North American Indians. Okay, you can go research it, find it yourself. All right, these are other books right here. So let me go on back over here and finish what I was reading. Okay, oops. Let me go on back over yonder and finish what I was reading, people. Okay, letting you guys know. See, if anybody heard the music I was playing to the intro of my show, okay, and I want to say this, I didn't get a chance to say this in my show. All the music that I'm playing, all the information that I'm sharing is for nonprofit and only educational purposes only. Okay, I'm not profiting, I'm not charging, I'm not capitalizing off of anything that I'm doing on my show. It's for educational purposes only. So now that that's out the way, let me continue. As I was reading, okay, it said they believe in a God, so they say, though they cannot call him, really her, by any name except that of the sun. When the Jesuit asked the Indian priest about their rights, the priest replied that when they were in great need, when they had need, when they were starving, when they were hungry, he put his sacred robe on, turning towards the east, and said, "Our sun, our God, give us something to eat." And Omaha reports that when the Indians traveled, they extended their mouthpiece of their pipes towards the sun. Do you feel me? They believe the sun was the physical manifestation of the great creator. Do you feel me? Let me say, now when they would point their pipes towards the sun, this is what they would say: "Ho, mysterious power, you who are the sun, Here is tobacco. I wish to follow your course, cause that it may be so. There you go, people. Now, I'm pretty sure somebody out there right now saying, worship the sun? For what? For what? That's not really. See, this is the thing. We've been taught to be disconnected. We've been taught to be disconnected. Disconnected from what? From nature. But yet you got people every day saying Mother Nature, not even realizing what they're saying. I don't see nobody saying Father Nature. Huh? They say Mother Nature. Why? Because nature was created by Mama, the great creator. Huh? The omnipotent one, the Alpha and the Omega, the great Mama. Huh? There you go. I'll say it for you. Let me continue on as I read this right here. All right. All right. Now, I wish to, okay, now, this right here is a trip. Now, let me read this one. The sun, okay. The sun deity was thought to have use for things even grosser than the fumes of tobacco. Now, you hear that white man, right? You hear this European calling their tobacco grosser. When they can't even imagine they made off of tobacco. Still doing it to this day. But let me finish on. Let me continue on. The sun deity was thought to have use for things even grosser than the fumes of tobacco. A war captain of the Kansas about to make an attack on the Pawanese is reported to have addressed the rising sun as follows. I wish to kill a Pawanee. I desire to bring horses when I return. I long to pull down an enemy. I promise you, calico, shirt, and robe. I will give you a blanket also, O Wakanda, if you will allow me to return in safety after killing a Pawanee. Now that's sad. I'm saying that's sad because I know our ancestors believed that life was sacred. All life was considered sacred. Human, animal, birds, trees, everything was considered sacred. But the Europeans came over here and instigated, manipulated war with our people, and really manipulated and instigated war between warring tribes. It's almost like saying, the old saying goes, what? A house divided against itself it cannot stand. And that's just where they was kicking back, watching so they can take over. So, but you see that this chief is asking the great creator to give him the power to win this war. Okay. And he wasn't talking to the European god. He was talking to the great sun goddess. All right, let me continue on. This Indian, like other people, pictured his god after his own image. Did you hear that? Now, he just heard this man give reverence and honor to the sun. But this European said that this man saw God in his own image. I wonder why he said that, because that sun is not the image of anybody walking on earth. This Indian, like others, pictured like other people. Remember, like other people, pictured his God after his own image. His deity, we noticed, was somewhat identified with the sun. Did you hear that? I just have to highlight this. I want you, why? Because I want y'all to, I'm not playing with y'all. This is the raw and uncut. This is the Village Roundtable Talks, dropping nothing but the raw and uncut truth. Do you hear me? It says this Indian, like other people, pictured his God after his own image. Right there tells me that even the physical aspect had to be either him or his woman. Huh? It had to be, he had to see God from the male aspect, or he had to see it from the female aspect, which we know they're not getting into right here. But but it gives us enough information that they saw the sun as the physical metaphor of the great creator. This Indian, like other people, pictured his God after his own image. His deity, we notice, was somewhat identified with the sun. But he was a man for all that. That same Indian who here addresses the sun would at another time address the thunder, earth, and the mountains. Remember, our people saw life in everything because the creator created everything. Let me continue. The second verse. The sun was especially prominent in the worship of the Southern Indians. Woo! There you go, people. Oh, wait. Let me turn this up.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. You know what? That ain't even good enough for me. Let me play this one.
This is how we ride.
I just have to play that. Why was that? Why did I have to play that? Because it makes me excited to hear truth. Do you hear me? It makes me excited to hear truth. And it just said that was the wrong. It said the sun was especially prominent. The sun was especially prominent in the worship of Southern Indians. Southern Indians? Wouldn't that be those so-called nigger Indians? Wouldn't that be those so-called black Indians? Wouldn't that be those so-called those Indians with that melanated skin and those prominent nose and lips that they was talking about, like the Olmecs, like the Cherokee, like the Choctaw, like the Chickasaw, like the Chickahominy, like the Ojibwa, like the Natchez and the Caddo and the Blackfoot and the list goes on and on, people. These people have seriously reprogrammed us to their perspective. That's some more raw and uncut right here. Some raw and uncut right here. It says the sun was especially prominent in the worship of Southern Indians. And then it goes on. The Natchez called their ruler the great sun and said that his ancestors came down from the sun and gave them their laws and their sacred fire. So I'm going to tell you, people, we don't know what we think we know about our people, because you know what? We only go so far and then we stop. You know why? Because we can't deal with anything we don't understand. We almost like we're thinking like Europeans today. Raw and uncut. I'm going to give it to you, the raw and uncut, here on the Village Roundtable Talk. Do you feel me? Doesn't matter if anybody, you can join my show. Anybody see my phone number scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Huh? It ain't gonna cost you a dime, just a bit of your conscious and indigenous time to join Afro Black right here. JCAK Afro Black right here on the Village Roundtable Talk live. Do you feel me? The number is 518-425-1735. Again, that number is 518-425-1735. 1735, and you need the key to get through the door, and that key is 976776. Again, that is 976776 here on the Village Roundtable Talk. Let me continue this, okay? Because I got information I got to share, and I got things I got to do, people. I'm only planning on being on the show an hour. That's it. This is the last paragraph right here. Let me read this again. He says that, let me go back up here again. It says the sun was especially prominent in the worship of Southern Indians. The Natchez called their ruler the Great Sun and said that his ancestors came down from the sun and gave them the sacred laws and their sacred fire. The Pueblo Indians now profess the Christian religion. Here we go. This is when the transformation happened. Do you hear me? All of us has been, I was once a Christian. My mama's still a Christian. Many of my sisters are Christian. So that transformation has been widespread. You feel me? And it was forced on our people. Assimilation, indoctrination. But we're talking about, he's telling you, as he talked about the ancestors who venerated the sun as the image and metaphor of the great creator, now he's going to tell you what happened. The Pueblo Indians now profess the Christian religion, yet they hold to the old rites in that they still turn to the east and worship the morning sun and expose their infants to the sun at their birth. They were forced, but they couldn't let it all go. Do you feel me, people? They were forced and they were interrogated, assimilated, and indoctrinated, but they could not let it go. Do you feel me? They still held on to some of the aspects of what they knew that was a part of their ancestors. He said it again. He said, yet they hold to the old rites in that they still turn to the east. Why did they turn to the east? Because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. There you go. He says they turn to the east and worship the morning sun and expose their infants, their babies, to the sun at their birth. Woo. It said, Father Bruboff reports that the Hurons address the earth, rivers, lakes, and dangerous rocks, but direct their rights particularly to the sky and add, it is really God whom they honor, though blindly they imagine in the heavens an Oki that says, okay, I'm not going to go into all that. Okay, but you got my point that I was trying to point out to you. Our people saw the sun as the metaphor of the great creator. Okay? You feel me? Let me get this off my head now. Listening to some music as I'm reading this. Again, people, our people didn't literally worship the sun. They saw the sun as the image, as a metaphor. No different than a cross. Christians do crosses when they have Jesus on the cross. They walk around. Why? Because that cross is a metaphor for them, a connection. So the sun was a connection. The sun was more than a cross, though. It was more. It was stronger than a cross. Why? Because the sun gives life. The sun is life. Without the sun, we have no life. Not on this planet. So they understood that the sun was the source of life. Do you feel me? This is how our people saw it. So let me say, I got something else I want to show you. I got some more information I want to show you. How about this right here? Yeah, I want to read this. I got this right here. I want to show you. Let me pull this up right here right quick. Okay. Right there. Let me throw this up right quick. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Right there. Where did I get this from? Let me show you where I got this from. Let me see. The book I got this from. All right. Let me pull up the book. I thought I had it up. Oh, there it is right there. Let me show you this book right quick. The book that I got this information from is right here. Okay. It's called The Woman's Dictionary of Symbols and Sacred Objects. Okay. This is talking about ancient stuff, people. Neolithic, Paleolithic information in this book. This is before Europeans existed. Before you feel me? You feel me? They didn't pop on the scene very long. They were colored prior to, that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to go into that right now. But this is the book I got the information from. So let me let this go and pop up this other book right yonder. Here we go. Okay. Alrighty then. So let me read from this book right here. Okay. And it goes like this. Although it seems traditional to associate the sun with the masculine principle, the archaic image of the sun as a goddess was once widely diffused. Did you hear that? I just love the way Europeans put words. It's a trip. And why I say I love it? Because you have to decipher, detangle if you don't understand what the hell they're talking about. Let me read that again. Although it seems traditional to associate the sun with the masculine, talking about today, that's the first thing we think today. Father God, he, him, even if you're talking about the sun. See, although it seems traditional today to associate the sun with the masculine principle, he says the sun, the archaic image of the sun as a goddess was once widely, listen to that, was once widely diffused. That means they stopped it. They were killing people, torturing people. What do you think? What do you think the Catholic Church was doing? Everybody knows what the Catholic Church was doing. All my brothers and sisters out there who are researchers know what they were doing, huh? What those Knight Templars were doing. What was that? The Crusaders, what they were doing? Huh? Burning people to the stake, torturing people, putting nails under their fingernails and stretching them and stuff until they confessed that they were sinners. So let me finish reading. He's saying that basically the honor and the worship of the Great Mother was everywhere. Why I say that? Because he says the goddess was once widely. I mean, it was everywhere, but they defused it. Let me continue. The Great Mother of the Southern Arabia, Atar or Alat, was the sun. Also as the torch of the gods. The goddess sun was known in North America and Siberia. Did you hear that? The goddess sun was known in North America. What happened with that? What did they do? Boy, these Europeans attacked. Huh? They killed, raped, maimed, oppressed, chopped, murdered our people. to assimilate, and to indoctrinate. There you go. It says the goddess sun was known in North America and Siberia. The ancient Germans called her Suna, or soul, or glory of elves. To the Celts, she was Sul, or Sulis, from Suel, the sun's eye. At doomsday, said Edda, she would give birth to a daughter, Sun, who would illuminate the new world to come. I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. All right, at least with this one right here. I got some more information. You know what? I got something I really want to show you. I got something I really want to show you. Let me show you this right here. Before I go there, let me show this right here. Let me get rid of all this other stuff right here. Done with that. I'm done with that. And I got this right here I want to show you. Let me see. I ain't done, people. I ain't done. I got some stuff I want to show you. Let's check out this right here. Uh-huh. Do you see that right there? This is what they redid of what Cahokia at one time looked like in Mississippi. Okay? And it was called the Sun Goddess and Sun Circle. The Transatlantic Connection. I don't know what they're talking about, Transatlantic Connection, but the Sun Goddess and Sun Circle. Okay? Let's go on down here. This was the symbol of her. I'm saying her, right? Somebody saying you can't prove that they were worshiping a female deity. Well, you know what? I got something else I want to show you. Connected to this site right here. Let me play this. Let me show you this right yonder, right quick. All my naysayers out there that says, JC, you don't know what you're talking about. You think you're a researcher. You ain't no researcher. Oh, is that so? Let me show you this right here. Uh-huh. Let me show you this right here. Look at here. One thing, what does that say? Ancient American goddess on display. Ancient American goddess on display. This was dug up at Cahokia. At the Mississippian site of Cahokia, they found this. What is she? Okay, let me read it. A new exhibit at the U.S. Spurlock Museum offers a glimpse of the artistic and spiritual legacy of the American Indians, people who built Cahokia, a great 1,000-year-old urban center on the Mississippian River. Cahokia's religion, the art of Red Goddess. It's called the Red Goddess. That's what they called it, okay? The art of the Red Goddess, a black drink and the underworld. Displays artifacts recently returned from St. Louis Art Museum, including three or more than a dozen of red carved stone goddesses that the Illinois State Archaeological Survey found in our excavations of the ancient metropolitan, basically in Cahokia. There you go. Get a look at this. This is the image of the great goddess that they worshipped. The image of the goddess. There you go. Called the Red Goddess. You see it, people. You see those titties right there. That's a woman. You see those titties. There's her face right there. Let me see what else they talking about right here. More than a dozen red carved stone goddesses that the Illinois State Archaeological Survey found in our excavations of the ancient metropolitans. You can view these figures alongside other cultural objects that reveal a civilization's core beliefs and values. The goddesses are modest from a few inches in height to a foot tall. Ancient artists made them from soft rock quarried from a sinkhole caverns west of the city of Cahokia. One goddess pours water from an ocean shell dipper. Another digs her garden hole into the back of a terrifying serpentine earth spirit. A snake wraps its body around her head as a third, who in turn brings agricultural crops and fertility to the world. Okay, you see this. Here we go again. These are other carvings that they dug up of our ancestors. You tell us our people were not connected to the mound builders. Look at this here.
Oh yeah.
The face of Kohokian religion, one of the red goddesses.
Yeah.
They worshipped goddesses. Our people did not worship a male goddess, or a male god, I mean.
Yeah.
Yet we've been duped, people. We've been lied to and we've been duped. Bottom line, okay? So let me go on over yonder
Oh yeah.
and take this, remove this. So I got some more information I can show you. I'm not done.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, let me show you this right yonder.
Oh yeah.
Let me show you this too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, this is another part of Cahokia, the Temple of the Sun. That's what it was called. The whole city. Okay, look, this is Nokos, Nakuchi Mound. This is also same place in the Mississippian area.
Yeah.
Okay, the Temple of the Sun goddess Amana. Huh? That's the name. That's also the name of the goddess. The goddess had more than one name. Unilanuhi, Amana, Wakanda.
Yeah.
You feel me? Giving honor to the Sun Mother. Do you feel me? All right, here we go. Let me read this right here. Okay, Long Nicotia Valley is located between Cleveland and Helen, Georgia, in the northeast of Georgia mountains. It is 76 miles north of Atlanta. The valley was created by a line of ancient volcanoes which erupted about 3 miles south of ancient Blue Ridge Mountains. However, some of the volcanoes also erupted through the older mountains. The eastern end of the valley extends into an ancient 12-mile diameter of called the Caldera volcano, whose hidden crater extends northwards almost into the North Carolina line. Okay, what else about this? All right. In 1653, Richard Briggenstock somehow escaped the blockade of English Commonwealth ships around Barbados and to hitch a ride with a Dutch merchant vessel to the mouth of the Savannah River. From there, he and his party paddled up the Savannah to northeast Georgia from the upper Savannah around present-day Elberton. They took a well-worn trading path past the herds of massive woodland bison before arriving at the European colony of Melot at the headwaters of Oconee River in present-day Gwinnett County, now a part of Metro Atlanta. At Melot, they were officially welcomed by representatives of the Paracasa, a tribe called the Paracasa, High King of the Kingdom of Appalachia. Let me go on down. Birkenstock was seeking suitable location for the royal planters of Barbados to relocate in order to escape the Puritans-dominated English Commonwealth. He knew that the leaders of the Appalachia were allowing Europeans to colonize their northern frontier to establish a buffer between the Appalachian heartland and the Appalachian North Georgia mountains and marauding northern tribes. Okay, well, I'm trying to find out if they're talking about they want to give history on the Europeans and their relationship with here we go, right here. Once, one of the most interesting illustrations in Day Rockford's book is an engraving of the Sun Temple in the capital of the Appalachia. It was dedicated to the Appalachian sun goddess Amana, who was symbolized both by the Appalachia and in Western Europe during the Bronze Age by a spiral. He made the mountains look like the Great Tetons and the Sun Temple look like the Spanish Mission. Okay, they turned. Look, if you look at this picture right here, look at it. Indigenous people built that. This was a temple at one time. You see the sun shining on it? They built, yeah, our people had castles, our people had homes, and this at one time was on top of this mound that our indigenous people put together. And it is not like that today. This is what it looked like today. This is what it looks like today. Yeah, that's a Spanish church or a Christian church on top of it today. Okay, but this is a painting that was made of it back during, I think what 16. Let me see, what does it say? This was at. This started at 1653. In 1653, this painting was done in 1653. Okay, it says Dutch engraver. Dutch engraver are not Lears exaggerate the mountains and sun temple. However, it does correctly portray the hill to be where a mountain creek joins a river. But you see what was on top of it. There you go, my people. Oops. All right. I'm actually past my hour. You know. Oops. I sit there and did all that talking and thought you guys could see this, but here it is. This is what I was talking about right here. Thought you could see it. This is the Sun Temple that was on top of the mound. This was the picture that was painted back in 1652, I believe I read. Let me go back up here and say it again. It's 1653, okay? Where I was reading from. And this is what the Dutch guy painted of what he saw. They want to say he exaggerated it. He exaggerated the mountain in the Sun Temple, but this is the Sun Temple. We know our people built castles. Our people built buildings. Look at that house down there. Look at that. Look at that. That's a house. Look at that. Huh? Look at our indigenous people. I wish I could can't make this big. Can I make this any? No, I can't make this bigger. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. This was painted in 1653. Look at the mountains. This was up there. This is the place our people would come and give honor to the great spirit, our sun goddess. Look at our people right there. Look at the homes right there that our people built. Look at this. Beautiful. Okay. This is what it looked like today. No, that castle ain't up there. That castle not up there no more. That's a church that was built up there. Okay. So again, people. My point is caring about raw and uncut truth. Do you feel me? And I'm gonna say it again. I want to break this up into some segments of what, who, and why. What our people worship? Well, they worship the Great Spirit, and they saw the sun as the metaphor of the Great Spirit. The sun was an image, no different than the cross, no different than a picture of Jesus. You feel me? They saw the sun as the physical image of the Great Spirit, and they saw the Great Spirit from the feminine perspective. And I'm gonna go into that when I talk about who did our people worship. Did our people worship a female deity, a male deity, a deity that had no sex? I want to talk about that. I'm going to do that the Sunday after next. You feel me? Actually, my show is done and over with already. I'm just, vibing and continuing to talking because I have lots of information. I even got some more I can share with you. I can go on and on, but our people saw the Great Spirit from the perspective of a sun goddess. You feel me? I can go on and on with this, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm some of what I've read before. I want to go over the same stuff again, and talking on the same subject matter. Matter of fact, let me show this one last thing right here. I'm gonna show this one, and then I'm finna go. Okay, let me go on down yonder. This right here. Okay, what is this? This is the Oxford Companion to the World Mythology. Okay. So let me go on down yonder right here. Look, talking about the Cherokee, my ancestors. Okay, let me go over here. Look what it says. Huh? Cherokee sun goddess. Huh? Do you see that? Huh? The Cherokee Indians of North America worship the sun as goddess. Did you see that? Let me make it bigger. You got some people out there blind. You know what I mean? You know, I can't see totally. You know, my eyes are bad. Let me make sure anybody out there who got bad eyes see this. Cherokee sun goddess. The Cherokee Indians of North America worship the sun as a goddess rather than as a god. Do you see that? They tell a story about the goddess that is at once disappearing god myth like that of the Hittite, the Telupi, and the flood myth. The sun goddess always visited her. Let me know. I'm finna get out of it. Yeah, you see that? The Cherokee Indians of North America worship the sun as goddess. There you go. So you see it just like I showed it to you, but nothing but the raw and uncut. Do you feel me? And you know, I'm gonna have to go. I got things I gotta do, people. Look, been talking for over an hour, dropping nothing but the raw and uncut. I done showed you books, information I got showing that our people did not worship a male deity. And I also showed you that the Southern Indians worship the sun as a physical representation of the Great Spirit. Y'all read that. Go back and rewind when this is over with. You rewind I showed it to you. Was they say Southern Indians? That's talking about all the Southern tribes. Huh? The Chickasaw, the Ojibwa, the Oneida, all the Southern tribes, the so-called Black Indian tribes, at one time honored the sun as the great creator, as the physical image of the great creator, as a goddess. Huh? Not this masculine energy that men are holding on to, that's tearing up everything and destroying everything and disrupting the balance of everything. Real talk. But I gotta go, people. You feel me? I got things I gotta do. I got places I gotta go. You know, I got things I gotta do. And I got more information I gotta research so I can show my people the raw and uncut. Do you feel me? So until then, I hope you guys join me. Join me not next Sunday, but the Sunday after next, when I start another session, dropping nothing but the raw and uncut here on the Village Roundtable Talk. I'm your host with the most, your brother from another indigenous mother, JC, aka Afro Black, bringing nothing but the raw and uncut. Do you feel me? So I gotta go. I got things to do. Let me hold on to my talking stick right here that keeps me talking. Let me put it down. It's time to put my talking stick down now, because I'm finna get off the air. Time to put my talking stick down. So people join me. Call me. You can. My line will always be open. I have my line always open for anybody who want to call in on the show when I'm doing a live session. Okay, but also you can email me at mrblackbones@gmail.com. Again, that's MRBLACKBONEZ, MrBlackbones@gmail.com. And every time or anytime I'm doing a live session, you can chime in. I have the Village chat room open, and you can verberate with me live. If you send me a line and you want to join me live on the show, send me an email. If I know you, I'll send you a link. If I don't know you, I might ask you a few questions before sending you a link to see what you want to join the show for. There you go. Other than that, I gotta go, people. I got things I gotta do. So that being said, I'm finna chime out. And as always, may the Great Spirit Mama bring us together under the lines and under the wings of her peace and love. And as always, I love chicken. So love, peace, and chicken motherfucking grease. I gotta go, people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. This is girl Shot Blast and I'm back in the building. Hey, hey. Now come on.
the crook was a cook, we never looked, we just seen it. It got us like paraplegic, frozen, stiff, and depleted. Body back by the waist, our history we repeated. Yeah, they don't like the Kennedys, we all public enemies. The progress satanic, tapping into our energies. They were super sober, call themselves black and noble. Their position is global, so our transition is vocal. It all start with the churches, killer bees be the workers. Missionaries, they carry the wickedness to usurpers. You know they hate us and bait us, then they miseducate us. Religions intimidate us, so we worship and invade us. They imbue to embed it, bloodline is pathetic. Loyalty to the royalty, second cousins are wedded. Guillotines to behead them, yes the queen has said it. Elohim's the legend, awaken sisters and brethren. I know you like that, yeah, we like that. Ready to fight back, ready to fight back. But they don't like that, no they don't like that. The power be in my people and by strike back. Freedom, 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 freedom.
This is how we ride and roll. Soldier for life for sure.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
This is how we ride and roll. Soldier for life for sure.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
This is how we ride and roll. Soldier for life for sure.